Good morning, boys and girls. Many of you know me, but I'm Dr. Chuck Tesar, and it's my privilege to bring you the Children's Moment this weekend. I hope your week's been going well. I know these are unusual times for all of us, and it must be really difficult doing web-based home learning for many of us. So keep hanging in there. Hope you'll do well. Today we're going to study the book of Ruth, which is in the Old Testament. Ruth has 4 chapters, and it kind of divides into 2 parts. So we're going to do the 2 parts together. And we have some things we'd like to learn from this. And so hang in there and we'll get started on our lesson. Thanks. This is a story found in the Bible in a book about Ruth. There was a famine in Israel, and the food was all gone. Elimelech took his wife Naomi and their 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, to live in the country of Moab. The family lived there for 10 years, and both their sons married girls from Moab. It was a sad day for Naomi when her husband and both her sons got very sick and died. Naomi loved her sons' wives, Ophrah and Ruth. "Stay here with your own people and your gods," she said. "You will find new husbands, but I must go back to my own country." So Orpah went back to her own people, but Ruth would not leave Naomi. "I am going to wherever you go," she said. "I will worship your God and be part of your family." Ruth left her own country and her family because she loved Naomi and she loved God. It was barley harvest time when Ruth and Naomi got back to Bethlehem. Ruth worked in the fields belonging to Boaz, her dead husband's uncle. Boaz told his workers to drop plenty of stalks of barley for Ruth to pick up. Ruth showed all the barley to Naomi. "God has looked after us today," Naomi said. "Boaz has been very good to you." They thanked God for looking after them. Naomi was praying for a husband for Ruth. She told Ruth to go to the barley shed and sleep at the end of Boaz's bed. Boaz woke up and was surprised to see her there. He wanted to marry Ruth, but an older uncle had first choice of buying her dead husband's land and marrying her. So Boaz went to the town gate to talk to him. "I could buy my nephew's land," the other uncle said, "but because I cannot marry Ruth, you are next in line to carry on the family name. Here is my sandal to show we have agreed on this." Boaz took the sandal and turned to the 10 men who had come to witness the agreement. "I promise to marry Ruth, who comes from the country of Moab," he said. When Boaz and Ruth got married, their friends prayed that God would always be with them and give them children to carry on the family name. Soon their baby boy was born, and they thanked God for answering their prayers. Now Naomi had a grandson to love in her old age. The baby boy's name was Obed. When he grew up, Obed would become the grandfather of King David. Jesus was born of this family tree. Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed the story. So what did we learn from today's lesson? Well, number 1, when was the last time you gave somebody a shoe to close a deal? Well, I can't think I've ever done that. But what we can learn from that is traditions are different. That was long ago, and they did things differently. And that's okay. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, just different. So we can look at cultures and look at them and learn, and we can see that it may not be the same thing we do today. Doesn't make it bad, doesn't make it good, it's just different. Second, the story shows us what can happen when there is friendship and love between people, and how people can work together to make a happy ending. Being a good friend takes a long time to learn. A good friend is loyal, which means that you keep your promises. And sometimes, when you don't feel like being a friend, you are anyways. Sometimes our friends aren't perfect and they make mistakes, but we make mistakes too. And we don't want our friends to leave us when that happens, do we? No. So, let's be good friends. Will you pray with me? Repeat after me. Dear God, thank you very much for friends. You give us friends when we need them, and we should treat them like a gift from you, our God. Amen. Make it a great week. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.